Welcome back to Muckman Movies. On this occasion, I've decided to take on Hook's Top 5 Movie Duo Challenge. There were so many to choose from. I could choose a totally different 5 tomorrow. There was so many to choose. But he basically asked us to choose our 5 favourite movie duos. It could be ranging from buddy cop films to animated films, monster films. Could be a character with holding an inanimate object quite dearly to them. So he opened it up to a broad spectrum. So I've gone with these 5. Number 5 is a Ben Wheatley dark comedy, and it's called Sightseers. So Steve Oram and Alice Lowe play Chris and Tina as they go on a bit of a caravan holiday up to the north of England into the Lake District, and when they basically come across people that really annoy them, and their intolerance of people gradually turns to murder. It's if you like your comedy dark, it's very funny, and the performances from Steve Oram and Alice Lowe are just absolutely brilliant. I love Alice Lowe when she's feeling quite sexy and she knits a pair of crocheted panties. So yeah, that's my number 5. My number 4 is an American cop franchise from the 70s, and I think it goes into the early 80s, and that's the Dirty Harry franchise. And basically it's Harry Callahan and his Magnum revolver. That is definitely a double act. The film wouldn't be the same if he wasn't carrying his huge Magnum revolver, where he deals out justice in one form or another, to the behest of his people above him. And then my number 3 is a Tony Scott film. I mentioned this film on my first video, and it was written by Quentin Tarantino, and that would be True Romance. And the pairing would be Clarence and Alabama Worley. I love their relationship. It's like a whirlwind romance. She's a hooker hired by Clarence's boss for his birthday, and they fall in love instantaneously, and then things just gradually spiral out of control, and I just love their relationship. There's a lot of lust, and just an instant love for each other. Absolutely love that film. My number 4, not number 4, where are we going now? Number 2. Yeah, number 2 is a kung fu film directed and starring Stephen Chow, and that is Kung Fu Hustle. I love this film, but my favourite characters are probably the landlord and the landlady of the little village that's being besieged by the axe throwing gang, the axe gang. The landlady just constantly beats down on her husband, to comical effect. It's a brilliant performance by both of them, but then suddenly you find out that they've got special fighting powers, and the landlady, she's got a voice on her. She can blow your clothes off, basically. But I love the chemistry. I love how they just love how they rub off of each other. Great pairing. And then my number 1 and probably my most obvious choice, but I just couldn't get past this film. I'd got a long list of duos, but I could not leave this pairing out, and it's from the Lethal Weapon franchise. I love Martin Riggs and Roger Murtaugh's chemistry, where from the offset they don't really want to be together. They've been forced together as partners on a case, and Martin Riggs is just suicidal. Roger's just too old for this shit, and they really don't want to work together. But once Roger introduces Martin to his family, the like buddy romance almost sparks off, and that's why we got another 3 sequels after that, because the chemistry between them two is just, I don't think it can be touched. So those are my top 5. Like I say, it could have been a different 5 tomorrow or the day after, but yeah, those are my top 5 today. I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure you give Hook a follow and see what his choices were, and stay tuned for further features. I'll be back.